And now let's meet our comedians. Contestant number one.
Josh Graves, Phoenix, Arizona.
All right, contestant number two.
Mike Spiegelman from Los Angeles, California.
All right, contestant number three.
Tim Mann, Palm Springs, California.
All right, thank you guys so much. These are your comedian combatants for the game show known as Joker's Ace. Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah! I'm your host, General A.A. Ron, and the rules for Joker Ace are simple. Each comedian combatant gets to do their 5-minute set, while the mysterious comedian judge will be looking for their setup punch and appearance in front of a live studio audience. Warning combatants, if you say the F or C word, the F-bomb will come on your set, and you can't be Joker Ace. All right? 2 more rules to Joker's Ace. If you leave more than 25 seconds on the clock, it's considered a dud, and you can't be Joker Ace. But if you go over your time, it's a time bomb, and you can't be Joker Ace. Okay? All right, let's meet our judge, everybody. Judge Holden Court, everybody. Yeah, let's give it up for him. Yeah. Judge Holden Court. I met them at traffic court. I was speeding. I was doing 55 in a 55. Michigan is really tough. Yeah, it was really tough. They try to fine me for just being at the speed limit. In Michigan, if you do the speed limit, you get run over. So the way I got out of the ticket is I said, "Can you be the judge for tonight?" And they said, "Sure." But actually, no, they're a comedian. They have lots of years of in the business, so they know what they're looking for. Okay. So with all that being said, let's get ready for the game. All right. So comedian combatants, to your battle stations. Comedian combatants, to your battle stations. As we go to our first comedian combatant for the night, let's give it up for Josh Graves, everybody.
Thanks, Josh. Great to be here. I dressed up for this. I don't like shopping for clothes because I don't like the things that they say to you when you come out of the dressing room. Like the day the guy was like, "How'd we do in there?" I was like, "How'd we do?" I'm buying clothes from a Ross Dress for Less that you work at. How'd we do? Weird time to ask, but things didn't work out for either of us, buddy. So you can grab me a cargo shorts with 38 waist. That would be amazing. One time I was coming out of the room with a lady, and she said, what did she say? She said, "How'd those work out in there for you? How'd those work out?" I was like, "It's a pair of jeans, not a relationship." I'd like to answer it like if we're talking about a relationship. I'd like, you know what? When I first got in there, there was a vibe. All right. We were feeling each other out, but once I slipped that second pants leg on, we just drifted apart emotionally, and I don't know what happened after that. So it's hard to, be in a healthy relationship when you have thick thighs, is what I'm trying to say. So but speaking of relationships, I am ordained, which is strange because I've never been married. I really shouldn't be marrying people. I'm on Facebook dating. I should not be marrying people. But having someone from Facebook dating marry you, that is like having someone baptize you that's possessed by a demon. You should not, I should not be doing this. And it's weird that people ask, it's like, "Hey, that thing that you're kind of scared to do? Can you ceremoniously do that for us by chance?" And I've only done one wedding. The couple's been together 15 years, 2 kids, still together. So I always tell people, listen, if I marry you, you have to stay together to keep this perfect record intact. You cannot divorce. We cannot let my 100% success rate slip. And it's strange marrying 2 people, It's really weird. It's like jumping 2 people into a gang, but afterwards you're still not in the gang. So, by the way, ordained, no background check. I think that's what we should be getting. We should be getting felons ordained to get back on their feet. That should be the job to get them back on their feet. But it is funny how, you just fill out a form, $75. I wish it was that easy to be a divorce attorney. I just wander into court. The judge is like, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, "Officer, I went to divorceattorney.org. I paid $75. I'll be representing Bob today. His wife is really mean, Your Honor." So relationships are totally different now. I have a friend who's been dating someone for about a month. They're sharing their locations with each other. Seems a bit fast. obviously, I feel like the person who brings that to the table first is really rolling the dice. It's like, hey, things are growing great, but I'd like to know your geolocation at all times. Kind of like
Oh,
a parole officer you hook up with from time to time. Can we take that relationship to that level? Can we? And obviously, I'm jealous. I want a woman to be tracking my movements at all times. The only time I'm tracked is when I ask Google if there's a Popeyes near me. So I want to be tracked out of love and not for a Reddit post I made about the Epstein files. I want to be tracked
Mm.
out of love. But it is interesting because when I was a kid, my parents would fight and my dad would go out drinking, and then my mother would start calling random bars looking for him. So it is
Mm.
easier to locate your significant other in 2026 because in the 90s, women were cold calling bars looking for their husbands. So, and guess what? If you were good enough friends with the bartender, he would lie for you. You're his
Mm.
customer. The longer you're there, the more money he makes. There's no software update that shows you're at the gym when you're at a Hooters. There's nothing like that. And I don't know. It's just we're in completely different times. I think it would be like hilarious if like could you imagine, and by the way, I think you should only share locations with each other if you have kids or if one of you has a lot of friends that are DJs. That's the only reason two people should share locations with each other. Otherwise, I just picture like us at a Buffalo Wild Wings right now, and the manager comes out and he's like, "Is Pat here? Your wife's looking for you right now." Like it's some
Mm.
sort of bingo announcement, and that's how you know Pat has a lot of friends that are DJs. So, but that's my time. My name is Josh. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's give it up for Josh, everybody. Yeah, and Josh, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Josh Graves Comedy. So yeah, check me out there and follow me and for my upcoming shows here in Phoenix, Arizona.
All right, thank you so much. And now, oh my gosh, Judge, are you ready for the next comedian combatant? I mean, you were just sitting there wondering if you needed to go to the gym. I heard you talking. Now, are you ready for the next comedian combatant? Seriously? You're gonna stuff your face full of McDonald's and ask me that you Judge? Are you awake, Judge? Oh my God! No, no, stop, stop! Don't do this stuff. Why did I give you this number? Are you ready for the next comedian combatant? Okay, good. All right, let's give it up for our next comedian combatant. Let's give it up for Mike Spiegelman, everybody! Yeah!
Yay! Yay! Oh, wait, that's me. Hey, great to be here. Look, a hot take. I hate bananas. Bananas are the only produce that when it goes bad, I can't throw it away. I got to make bread. I don't want to get flour involved. I have a little paper bag. I want to throw the bananas out. That's a little bit about myself. I do hate bananas. I'm going through an existential crisis. I was at the drive-through at Wendy's and I said, "Do you guys still serve baked potatoes?" And they're like, "Yeah, you want one?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just checking. Just checking. I need something solid. I need an anchor. You know what I mean? Like it affects me. I'm lousy at knock knock jokes because I'm afraid of death. People are like, "Hey, Mike, knock knock," and I'm like, "Nobody's home, death. Nice try, buddy."
Uh,
Like, "There's no one here, death. Why don't you go knock on my neighbor, Dwayne the bathtub? I'm drowning." What? That's my neighbor's name. Go knock on his door. I have a lot of questions. I got a book called Where's Waldo? I had to get rid of it. I would come home, put my keys and my wallet down, turn around, and there's that book. And I'm like, I don't know where Waldo is. I just got home from work. Can we talk about someone else? Can we? I do have a lot of questions. I was at a carnival and I was asking, I said, what are you serving? What's walking tacos? And they're like, "Well, we got a plastic bag of Fritos. We open it up, we pour in some nacho cheese, and we pour in some chili. We put in some green onions and give you a fork, and you eat straight from the plastic bag walking around the fairgrounds." I'm like, "What am I? Seagull? That's what seagulls do." By the way, I do not like seagulls. I do not like crows. I do not like birds. Birds mock me, okay? I'm sorry to drop my act, but birds mock me, okay? They walk around like, hey, look, I'm walking like Spiegelman. Can you fly, buddy? No, crow that's walking in front of me. I can't fly. Thanks for rubbing that in. I'm a little on. Okay, honestly, I'm a little bit on edge. I quit drinking coffee. Now every morning I wake up and drink 10 scalding cups of hot water until I have to take a poop.
Pet.
I'll tell you what, I quit coffee. Things were just getting a little too nutty. I went over to a cafe and I was like, I'll have a cup of coffee. And they're like, would you like mushroom powder in
Ooh.
your coffee? And I'm
Ooh.
like, no, but I would like some pepperoni powder. Do you have any green bell pepper? Do you have a meat lover's coffee?
Oh.
Done. I do have a very sweet cafe, and they have they give me a card and they tell me, you drink 10 of our coffees, we'll give you one for free. And I'm like, I hope it's from across the street, because after 10 of your coffees, I wouldn't mind. It would just help me. I'm a little under. I had a really bad job interview. I knew things were going bad when they looked at me and they said, Mike, where do you see yourself in 5 minutes?
Oh.
I don't know, keying your car in the parking lot. Then I had a job. I had a job, and they didn't even have a human interview me. I was interviewed by AI, which is crazy because not only did the AI took the interviewer's job, but that AI is going to take my job because it's my job to hallucinate at work. I'm the guy who hallucinates at work, not you, AI. I had one interview. The recruiter was pretty incredulous. He said, what makes you even think you could be president of Paramount Studios? And I said, listen, I don't want to brag, but strangers call me boss. How are you, boss? Here's your 2 sandwiches, boss. That type of thing. I do like, I'm a simple guy. I don't know if that's obvious, but I like the PlayStation video game. And I think it's a work of art, and it should be in every American museum, the PlayStation. Because then when I go to a museum, I'll be like, oh, cool. They got a PlayStation. I'm going to be in the coat room. I just before I get out of here, you guys are a great crowd. I quit vaping. I used to vape cotton candy vapes, and I said, I need to grow up. So now I vape unflavored vapes.
Ooh.
Right? I've matured. You can cut that joke out, right, General? That's been my time. I'm Mike Spiegelman. Thank you, guys.
All right, let's give it up for Mike Spiegelman, everybody.
Yay!
Mike, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Spiegelmania. SPIEGELMANIA.
All right, go check him out at that. That was awesome. And Judge Holden Court, it's you have to tell me. You could just say it. I promise I'll mute you. No, please stop. Please stop. No. I hate my job. Hello? Yes, I see you on the phone. Wait a minute. I'm not taking a collect call from your phone. What kind of judge are you? I don't know. Are you ready for the next comedian combatant, Judge? Okay. Well, you are? Sure. Okay. All right. So let's give it up for our next comedian combatant. Let's give it up for Tim Mann, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that applause, everyone. I just wish my ex-wife was here to hear that. Well, honestly, I wish all my ex-wives were here to hear it. Well, like here's the thing about me, I just like to go have a good time. You never know what's going to happen around me. Anything can happen. Now, some people, they call that a drinking problem. But I don't know what the heck they're talking about. I'm just a free-flowing guy, and I just go with the flow. And when that's not working, I got tequila. But, I don't want you guys to get me wrong. I'm actually a real terrific guy, and I'm a real spiritual man.
Oh.
Yeah. In times of trouble, I reach for the spirits, Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, and Father Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
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 I sound just like my AA group. Well, like I said, I like to go have a good time, and I love gambling. Gambling's a lot of fun for me, and gambling's how I lost my third wife and how I won my fifth wife.
Oh.
And I'm also a very successful guy. I'm especially successful at marriage. Yeah, 9 times doesn't lie. I'm approaching double digits.
Mm,
In fact, they said with one more marriage, I could get a free car wash.
wow.
Well, I'm getting older and I look back on life, and I probably like the ladies just a little too much, and when I was younger, it was wine, women, and song.
Mm.
Now it's alimony, child support, and hoping the credit card goes through.
That.
Well, I've been watching a lot of TV lately, some of these reality TV shows, and I've been watching this one reality show, and it's just awful. It's terrible. It actually makes my stomach turn just talking to you guys about it. It's about plastic surgery gone wrong.
Mm.
Yeah, it's called The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
That.
I was on the internet the other day and listened to this music podcast, and it was Gene Simmons, the bass player of Kiss. He was saying that rock and roll is dead. Well, I gotta say, if he's the only one saying it, rock probably did die the day he declared himself a Swiftie. Those Swifties, they cling to Taylor like her music's gospel,
Mm-hmm.
But the only miracle they've seen is her getting engaged before turning Travis Kelce into a breakup song.
Oh.
Since we're on the subject of music, I was also reading this article about they're saying that violent music can make people angry. Well, I disagree. I listen to country western music all the time. I got no desire to steal a truck or marry my cousin. I've had some children over the course of my marriages, and some people accuse me of being a terrible father, and that's just ridiculous. I'm all about my kids. I used to take, like my first 2 kids, I take them some great places. I take them to Disneyland, the zoo, the Valley State Prison. What? They had to see their mother somehow.
Oh.
And the prison warden liked my kids and they gave them a free lunch. It was a win-win for everybody.
Mm.
Well, before I go, I'll just say, last month I made a mistake. I got pulled over speeding. I said to the officer, "Thank you for your service. Please accept this $100 small donation." Well, next thing I know, I'm in jail.
Whoa.
And I said I just thinking about it, and I said, geez, that's probably the wrong thing to do to offer him $100. What I should have done was offer him $500, an opportunity to date one of my ex-wives. I'm Tim Man. It's good chatting with you.
All right, let's get up for Tim Man, everybody. Yeah. And Tim, where can we find you on social media?
I'm at Tim Man Comedy on social media.
All right, go check him out on that. That was awesome. And Mysterious Comedian Judge, who is the winner of this game? Is it Josh Graves, Mike Spiegelman, or Tim Man? And hold on. Got your phone. That's it. So now you got to tell me for sure who is. No, come on. Tell me. No, you don't have to. No, come on. No. Judge, okay, fine. You won't have to tell. Okay. Now, where'd you find the other phone? He's got a prison phone. Hello? I didn't realize you snuck a prison phone, and I don't want to know where you kept it. Holy crap. Okay, so who won? All right. Thank you. All right, so Joker Ace for this game is Mike Spiegelman, everybody!
Yay!
Spiegelman, you get to do what we call here is a victory flyby, where you can thank the Academy, thank your friends and family, or do 90 seconds of material, and that starts now.
Well, I definitely want to thank my family because I don't really thank them that much, and I do want to thank about 70% of my friends. Real life friends. I don't want you to think that I want to thank any of my well, we're all internet buddies. I'm cool with that. I'll take that back. I just want to say this is really exciting for me because I just have not been successful at anything. So to win Joker's Ace, to be on the Joker's Ace wall is a big deal. You know, I tried to write a novel, but I'm not good with words. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say I tried to read a novel, but I'm not good with words. See? But I do want to take my opportunity for people in the industry watching. I want to pitch them a movie. Listen, it's a low budget. I like low budget horror movies, and I think it's called Shark at a Table Read. It's as low budget as you get. The shark's at the table. There's Evian, there's water for everyone and coffee, and the shark reads the stage directions. So if you're call me Hollywood. Listen, I'm gonna keep this. All right, so I'm not using this, so you can call me and I'll answer.
Okay.
Except now I have it on. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I've been really excited to be part of this.
All right, let's give it up for Mike Spiegelman, everybody. And check out his Shark at Table Read. That'll be right after Jaws 40. That will be on 40. All right, let's thank all our comedians for the night. Let's give it up for Josh Graves, Mike Spiegelman, the winner tonight. Man, you guys are awesome. And let's give it up one more time for the judge tonight. It's the judge, Judge Hold'em Court, everybody. Yeah, Judge Hold'em Court. And now they're talking to me on a prison phone. I don't get it. I really have no clue. But for me and all the comedians and the judge, this has been Oddly Funny Production. Thank you.
Joker's Ace. Comedians compete. Who's the funniest? Take a seat. Joker's Ace. Joker's Ace. Joker's Ace.
This has been an Oddly Funny production.